Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by, joining us. A beautiful Sunday afternoon. The weather in Oklahoma has finally made a turn for the better.
It has.
Cooled down a little bit.
Don't jinx it.
I'm all right. I don't know how I don't jinx it. I don't knock on brick or something. But all good things must come to an end. We just finished up the youth hunt with Ranger and Ransom. Had a blast. But today is cleanup day.
Worst part of any adventure.
Yeah, so all the stuff that we got out has to be put back, and we have to put everything back together before Monday morning when the kids go back to school and everything gets back to normal. But we had a great time. If you watched our last Walker Farm Fan video, you saw Ransom get his very first deer. But today, a little bit more hunting with Ranger, and then I'm going to bring you guys along over to the remodel house. We got a lot of work done over there. I want to share that with you, and then get the bus home. So... what was that, dogs? They're on high alert. So take a look at what's next.
All right, it's Ranger's turn. We got a good setup behind the ghost blind in this big field. It could happen from just about anywhere.
We made it back to the remodel house, and today is the day that we hopefully get to take out the wall for good, put up a beam that will support a load-bearing wall. I've got a new welcome committee when I show up. The neighbor has moved his cows in, and I think every time I pull up, they expect me to feed them. Well, they're not my cows, so they're not going to get fed. But we have to build some temporary walls while we take out the current load-bearing wall. So I've got some lumber here, some 2x6s, 2x4s, and different stuff to do that with. So we'll head inside and try to share as much as I can, because I know other people have told me on our comments that they've had problems with load-bearing walls and they hate looking at walls and would like to take one out. Well, I'll share today how we're doing this one. So this is the wall that we're talking about today. We really want to take that out, try to open this up. I've got a framer coming to help me, and he said that he'll know once we get a beam in, or we put a beam in here, he'll know whether we can take out this wall over here, whether this is still going to be load bearing or not. It's a little above my pay grade, so I'll let him make that determination. So that's the other thing. If you need help, call for some help, because you don't want to mess this type of stuff up. So I'm going to start moving some sheetrock out of the way before he gets here. But that's the plan today. Try to get this taken care of. And just to give you guys an idea, this fireplace, you can see on this side it has a wall that comes out about that much. We're going to try to keep some wall out over here to kind of make that match a little bit. That way we don't have it just straight here and just start coming off with an opening. So there we go. Got that. Got the material out here on the trailer. So now I'm going to get some water and wait on Randy. So Randy's here. We're working. A little update. We have built this little wall right here. So the beam is actually going to set right on top of it and go all the way across. So we marked a line on the ceiling. We're going to cut this all out. That way we have access to work up here with the ceiling joist. And we'll be using these joist hangers, to attach the ceiling joist to the beams right down there. So, but first we got to build a temporary wall. And so that's what will be next after we cut out the sheetrock, so we can kind of see what's going on. Here's the update. There is no more wall. So now we got to come through here, take this off, cut everything, and then put our beam up. So it's coming along. I think we can reuse that insulation. So that's going to be the plan at least. But got that entire wall out. Now we're going to come through here and cut both sides. All right, we're going down, making way for the beam. I'm going to right down the center where all of those holes are. Go over what? Right there. A little more. Yep. Okay. That gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay. By the time you've had all this insulation in it and it's all.
Well, yeah, Sean, I like to have something to gripe about. That's where I'm most happy. When I get a little something to complain about.
You got something to complain?
Yeah. It's funny how it works like that. But me too. Okay.
Let me grab it.
I don't think it can slip off your end.
I don't think so. I don't think it has anywhere to go, really.
Round up.
You can check it, but I honestly don't know if these have a crown.
I don't think they do either.
Because they're manufactured. I think they're designed to be completely square.
Yep.
So same thing, just go up and go over that end over there.
We got that ductwork gonna be our way.
I think it'll be just enough to get it up there because this one's a little short anyway.
Uh-oh, hitting on something. I need to go get away a little bit. Not much. No, ain't gonna go.
Let me see. What's up in my way up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the ductwork right here.
I'm hitting Gary.
Ductwork.
Huh?
I'm in the
Don't
ductwork.
mean me.
Huh?
Me. Am I hitting on this?
Let's see.
There it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Can you come down here and help me a minute?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as.
It's wedged in there.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere as long as it doesn't go that direction.
Can't yet. Okay. Here we go. There it is.
Let me go back to my end. Make sure it don't slip
No.
off.
You got slack. You can come this way.
Yeah. Yeah, it should come that way. About it. There we go.
There it is. Yay.
That's it.
Okay.
Got plenty sitting on the wall, so.
I'm going to take some big screws to screw it together.
Yeah. Do those 3-inch screws.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see that Randy and I struggled on that last one, but look, both of the LVL beams are in. Now we got to put joist hangers to attach. And I think we got just the right amount. Got about 20 joist hangers to use. Well, Randy just left and I'm finishing up the work. Took a little longer than he expected or I expected, but we got it up. You guys can see that beam go up a while ago. Starts right here, goes all the way down. So you can see it sets right here on top of these 2 posts. So that beam goes all the way down here, and then it sets right on about 3 or 4 inches on the end of this one right up there. And that supports the ceiling so we can take this out. Bad news is, kind of bad news, not completely. The dining room walls do have to stay. I'll show you why. We get up here, you can see that brace going up right there. There's another one right there. They go straight up and support the roof, and we got to have those there. So it's all right though. We're going to widen this out. These openings, probably widen them out to about 42 inches, and then we'll do another one right over there. And so we'll be able to flow in and around, put the dining room table right here in this corner. So that will still give us lots of room. This is over 36 inches right here. So plenty of room to come into the kitchen. And like I said, it'll have a nice flow into the dining room. But it kind of, I kind of like it a little bit, you know, sectioned off to where you have dining, kitchen, living. But we really wanted this to be opened up from here all the way out as a living room. And that's what this beam did. It gave us that ability. So the insulation, oh man, look at that big pile of insulation. It's still good. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to be putting it in bags, probably not today, but I've got black trash bags. We'll get all this insulation put and stored away. That way when we put our ceiling back on, our sheetrock, we'll go back up there and put the insulation back in the attic. So that's what we looked like today. The only thing I have left right now, after I finish, I'm nailing off some of these, putting a couple extra nails in. Then I'll take down this temporary wall. It'll come down real easy though, not much to it. And then we'll be done for the day. So we have everything done as far as all the nails are in the joist hangers. So now this temporary wall should be ready to come down. So here we go. We're gonna bring it down. The 2x6 is still held on up at the ceiling, I believe. Yeah, this 2x6 is held on up at the ceiling. So that's it. We have nothing else supporting the ceiling except the beam we put up. So it didn't fall. We're good to go. It is finished. So now we have a wide opening from the dining room wall all the way into the living room. This has gone. That was a lot of work to get rid of that, but I would have been tired of it. And it was a lot of work to get rid of it, but I would have not been happy if we would have kept it. And while I was wanting to bring down the dining room walls, I definitely want to keep it structural. And the best thing to do is to keep those braces in. And that's what we're going to do. So it will still be plenty of space. Just kind of, you'll have dedicated dining, kitchen, living, and it will work out great. So there you go. There's the update for the day. A lot of work went in today and much needed. So now we've got a lot more work to do. I got to get some big black trash bags, contractor bags, clean this up, start bringing some stuff to haul off the debris and things like that. So a little bit every day though, and it's really looking good. And give you an idea, this, like I said, this opening's about 36 inches, 38 inches right here. So plenty of room, even after we put our sheetrock on, to get through. All good things must come to an end, Ransom. Into hunting season. You ready to go get the bus?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go retrieve the bus. Maybe pick up the cabin a little bit if it needs it.
I'll probably might need to wear a hoodie because it's cold up there on that hill.
All right, we'll get you to work, and you'll work up a sweat. Well, if you don't have a good gate getter, that's something you definitely should look into. It's not really a cheap thing to get, but if you can find a good one, it's really worth it. You just lift that up, Cassie.
Well, now you tell me.
Lift it up on that backside. But you got to teach them and train them well, or else they'll do silly things that cost you time. Did you not know it did that?
No. It was twisted wire. I was untwisting it.
It's all right.
This isn't my house.
All right, there's a skunk that lives right there. I don't see it right now. Cassie said she's seen it every single night.
Every night that we drove by there, it was there. And Derrick thought it was real funny to get real close and stop.
Well, you never got sprayed, so he must have known what he was doing.
Maybe it's a pet.
We made it back up to Stokes Living Cabin up here. The Stokes family's hacienda on the hill. And we got to get our ice chest, our blind, our chairs. Got to get everything loaded up. This is Sunday, so we're not going to hunt today. Take another look at this awesome view before we get cleaned up. Ransom, I think, has a memory he'll never forget this weekend, didn't he?
Yep.
Hard to forget your first deer, especially when you're Ransom's age and you have a good memory of it. So we also need to break down the bus, the schoolie. Pretty basic. You just have to take the beds and put the beds up and take some of the window blinds down and get it ready to drive. So that's what we're going to do next, and we'll get this big yellow bus home. Well, I've been, drinking a little protein powder, lifting a little weights here on the farm, and guess what? I got a lot stronger. I was dusting this rug off, and I broke it clear in half. So Derrick, my apologies. I'm sorry. I owe you a brand new rug. And if I get one,
Just gonna sweep it off, and he's like, "Let me go beat it against the tree."
let me dust that thing. So I'm gonna buy one that says OU. I hope they like that even better. You think so, Cass?
Boomer sooner.
I'm joking. I'll get a regular one so it doesn't have any affiliations with the winningest football program in Oklahoma. So we'll go from there. Cassie's were sweeping up, cleaning up, trying to leave it as good as we found it. And guess what? Now I got to get a new rug. So we are headed out, ending Youth Deer Camp 2025. Ransom, was it fun?
Yep.
What do you want to tell the Stokes family?
Thank you.
Thank you for letting you hunt.
Yep.
Thank you for letting you crash upstairs. That was fun, wasn't it? And we can't say thank you enough to the Stokes family, Derrick, and having us out. And as you guys know, this isn't about anything except making memories. Obviously, we want to teach the kids how to hunt, how to be able to feed themselves, feed their families one day, but they are making memories with the others. That's why we're all here together. And that's what getting together is all about. It's a lot of work, getting ready and then cleaning up and getting home, but it's 100% worth it to see the kids make memories that they'll never forget. So we'll catch back up with you guys at home after we get the bus back on the road. Well, we planned on finishing this up outside, maybe taking you guys around, checking on the animals, but Mother Nature had other plans.
Yeah, we haven't done a sit down talk in a while because times are busy.
Yeah.
I'd like to get back to this more.
We definitely will, because the weather's about to cool down, and who doesn't love to sit down and drink a hot cup of coffee when it's cold outside? Which is not that cold, but the kids thought they needed a blanket this morning.
Compared to what it's been.
You can't drink the same time I do. That means somebody's got to be free to talk.
Oh, they might like watching us drink.
Mine's really hot still, so I'll let it cool down in a second. But it did finally cool down in Oklahoma. We are closer to the 60s now than the 80s, which is awesome because it's been a little bit too hot. That hunting this weekend, was it too hot for you?
I had a great time. It was lots of fun, lots of memories, but it was too hot. When you can't wear at least just a thin long sleeve and some pants without feeling like you need to douse yourself with water, it's too hot. At one point, I brought a bottle of water. It was still cold, so I put a little bit on me just to cool me off because it was hot.
Oh, if you were up on the cabin on the deck, the wind was a very nice crosswind, and you did not get hot. It could be like 85 outside, and you still felt okay because you're in the shade and you had a breeze.
That's when I made the mistake and got too hot, was because I did that live on the porch and I had my hoodie on. I was cold and I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect for hunting. So I went and put on a long sleeve with a shirt over it and took my hoodie. And we had a little bit of a walk into the tree stand. It was hot. Well, because down in the valley there was no air. But I just knew we were going to see something because there wasn't any wind, which will mess you up hunting. It was perfect. It was cooling off. It just wasn't as cool as I anticipated, but we saw something in the distance, but that was it.
And that was that front that was moving in. So right now, outside, it's about 18 to 20 mile an hour winds. And that is why we're sitting inside with you guys. But a big thanks to Derrick over at Stoke Living. I think I already said it, but a big thanks to them for letting us have that. This is the third year. The first year was at Keeping It Dutch. Yep. And then last year was at Stokes, but it was down kind of in the bottom. Mostly
the makeshift camp.
Yeah, tents, and we brought the schoolie to that.
Yeah.
But this year was up on the hill in the new cabin. So I think everybody enjoyed it a whole lot in the cabin.
Yeah, it was nice.
So that is awesome, though, to have that. And now you need to talk your dad into building the cabin, Cassie.
Well, when he came up to look at Ransom's deer, I was like, you want to go look around the cabin? Because I was hoping he'd be like, all right, we need one.
Yeah. The thing is, he lives out at his place. He already has a house there.
Yeah.
The Stokes, there is a house there. Derrick's uncle, I think, or family lives in, but they live over at Rose, where close to Cassie's family. So anyway, a big time for the kids, making memories. I still have tons of memories from when I was a kid that I cherish, that I hold on to, and as actually thinking about it, most of those memories were made with my grandpa. This is the first year that I'm going without hunting with him. So he was loyal right till the end. He would drive his Jeep out to the middle of the woods and just park it, set in it, and just wait for a deer to come by. So he, even when he wasn't able to move around a lot, and that's one of the reasons I love hunting. And now Ransom and Ranger will get to hunt with their grandparents a little bit.
Yeah, Mazzy has went and sat with us, but Mazzy's not big on hunting. But she is big on community and friends, and so she kept, is Addison there? Is Abby there? I'm like, no. Is Hope there? No. Which Hadley went instead of Hope, but last year Hope was there. But the only reason why she would have wanted to come was to hang out. So
yeah. So everything went great. There was one problem though at the end of this weekend that I got to tell you about. Well, Cassie reminded me of something else I broke this weekend. So not only did I break the rug over at Stoke Living whenever I was trying to dust it off, which I called Derrick and I confessed and told him when I was on my way down the hill, he'd tried to call. He said, oh, don't worry about it, Gary. We'll get another one. And I said, no, I'm going to buy you a rug. I said, I have an OU one, but I don't think they're OU people, so I'm not going to do that to them. I have a brand new OU rug I would give them. So I'll go rug shopping later on today, maybe tomorrow. And that just gives me an excuse to go.
They're OU football fans. Well, not the whole family. Derrick is OU football fans. The rest of them are OSU fans.
Yeah, they're pretty much OSU people, so I better not.
What else did you break, Gary?
What else did I break? Well, we now have a broken home mug. So, Cassie has a collection of Ray Dunn mugs. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They say random things on them like home or coffee.
They're white mugs, which I do have a black one that says Coach on it that someone got me. But they're usually white, and they're shaped kind of oddly, and they just have one word on them.
Yeah, one word. This one said home, I'm pretty sure. And so that's why I said we have a broken home mug.
It's all your fault.
So I knocked it off the couch last night. It fell all of about this far and shattered. So
I would say it was about further than that.
No. It was right by the drink holder on the couch.
Yeah, and so it's at least that far.
Well, either way, I broke it. I take full responsibility, and I told Cassie I would buy her 2 because she reminded me I broke another one a long time ago.
Kind of the same situation.
I don't really remember this other one.
Him pestering Mazzy.
I don't really remember this other one though, and so now I have 2 broken Ray Dunn mugs that I have to replace. But she said don't, because
I get them when I go on vacation, and I have several mugs. But my Ray Dunn is full, so they don't get displayed. So now, as he breaks them, I'll just put out vacation ones in their spot. Because I have a display for our coffee mugs, so I'll just do that.
Which they are, I think I like the vacation ones better than the Ray Dunn ones because they bring back memories. Like, every time I see this cup right here, I think of riding on a side-by-side for several hours to a remote lake that was fed by a glacier that nobody can access, and it was so beautiful. Alaska is so beautiful. And I see I just put the Grand Canyon one out a while ago. So, yeah, good memories on each mug.
You put the Grand Canyon one out?
Yeah, because there was an empty spot.
That's because some are dirty. I counted.
Oh, okay.
We were missing 2, so I put 2 out.
All right. Well, whenever the Ray Dunn ones get clean out of the dishwasher,
That's okay. They can go up in the cabinet.
No, I'll put them back where they belong. But anyway, there you go. It happens. You can't cry over spilled milk, and you can't dwell on the past. You must focus on the future, and that's what catching up with walkers is all about. Planning and praying. So, say a prayer for me. I'm going to need it. Cassie's gave me that look a while ago, like he broke my mug. But planning-wise, what's coming up, Cassie? Anything new you want to talk about?
Basketball season's around the corner.
No, not basketball season. Oh, man. You guys, remember the time we had a life? It's about to go away. We will have no life for the next five months.
Gary loves basketball. So when I used to coach full-time, year-round at the local public school, Gary loved volleyball because it lasted a short amount of time.
Like 5 weeks. It was done.
It was longer than that.
I mean, maybe 6. It was done.
It started before school started,
Yeah.
but then it was done 1st of October. But I had several games in 1 week, which I guess I still have about the same amount of days of games. It's just drug out. But when I was there, I coached junior high basketball and I assisted with high school. And so I had several high school games, but like junior high, I might have 1 game that week or 2, and then we might go the next week and not have one. So for me, I liked basketball better because I felt like it was spaced out and I had more time to breathe. But Gary didn't like it because he said it lasted forever and a day.
Well, that wasn't the... So there was like the basketball coach you were head coach for, which was like during the week. But then you were on the bench for the varsity games,
Yeah.
which was basically every single day, including Saturdays sometimes.
Well, so
the only days off was Wednesday and Sunday.
I had junior high basketball games on Monday, Thursday, and I had varsity on Tuesday, Friday. How I do it at Bradford is everyone plays the same night, Tuesday, Friday. So it's kind of a long night, but if you have a kid on the junior high team and the varsity team, you're not at basketball every day of the week but Wednesday. So
it is what it is. Now that we have...
But then Ransom and Mazzy in January will start playing on Saturdays.
Now that we have kids playing and we got to be there anyway to watch them play, it's not that big a deal.
That was the other thing. When I was coaching before the kids were old enough, Gary was like, if I come watch all those games, we don't even have kids playing. And I have to chase our kids. Anyway.
And I brought Ranger when he was like 3 weeks old. I would bring him to games.
Yeah, that's the only time I really got to see him because I taught all day, coached in the evenings, and when I got home, he was asleep.
And I got a reputation for being a baby hog because I didn't pass him around enough. All those people have germs though, and he was like a teeny tiny baby. And so anyway, that's life.
We realized real quick that wasn't the life we wanted to live at that time. So I didn't coach like that very long. So
Only 5 years.
Uh-uh.
How many years were you sliding?
I was there 7, but we didn't have kids the whole time.
Oh.
And then when Mazzy was 2, I quit.
Yeah.
So I guess Ranger would have been 4. Anyway, time flies. He's now 14.
Time does fly. So back to the things that we have coming up. We have something coming up that we can't really talk about too much, but we want to give you a notice. If we told you at Pedals from the Past that we would have some new merchandise restocked soon. So give us like, I don't know, 2 to 3 more weeks and we'll make an announcement about some changes with our merchandise.
Gary just went out there. I was just going to tell him we have a huge announcement, and then you didn't know if it was the animals or what, but these are the faithful, and Gary's just telling
Well, the problem is Gary told them face to face right here. I told them, I said, give us 2 to 3 weeks and we'll have some shirts up for you. Well, right now I'm telling you, we have something bigger coming. So stay tuned. I apologize that there's no shirts out just yet. The new sizes. So anyway, that's to be coming. We're working on that behind the scenes. So you guys just wait and be patient. And Cassie, any prayer requests?
If you follow our friends Kimberly and Kevin over at Grounds Family Farm, their last video before, she talked about her doctor and her health and things like that, and she had surgery on her brain, but then it's kind of coming back, and so she's kind of starting all over. So be praying for her, for answers, for relief, for the Lord just to touch and heal her body. That would be amazing. She's a great woman and works super hard and does a lot with her family. So be praying for her, not only to get answers, but that God would just heal her body if it be your will. Absolutely. And if you guys have any prayer requests, you can leave those down in the comments below. Others will look over those, read over those, pray over those. And just remember, we have a whole community of people. So don't hold back. Just put those down in the comments below. Yep. We thank you guys for taking some time out of your day to catch up with us. We hope you have a great day, and God bless. We love you guys.